Over 10 years ago, I had the opportunity to compete on season 13 of American Idol, and I was blessed enough to make it all the way to top 10 girls. I found some of the pictures and I wanted to share the experience with y'all, so let's get into it. Now, before we start, I have to say that I did not want to audition. As a 15-year-old, I was like in my own little world, and I was in that mindset of I didn't want to do nothing unless I wanted to do it, if that makes sense. I don't know. But my mom was just like, let's just see what happens. You never know. You might just win. You might not. Who knows? Let's just get the experience. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's do it. Now, the pictures that you're about to see are behind the scenes footage of what the actual process is like to be on one of these shows. A lot of people think that it's recorded in one day as far as the auditions, but it's actually split up over the course of 6 days, over the course of 6 months. So it's a really long process. This picture was the day of registration. So it was not necessarily a cattle call, but everybody came out and registered themselves, but it was a long, long day. As you can see, I was in it to win it, and yeah, we just got into it. Now, this day is the actual day of the auditions. It was at the Gwinnett Center, I believe. I was 15 years old at the time, and my style was really like 1950s esque, and I really don't know. I put a little something together and just made it work. But today I had on, the little bandana and the suit pants and the Oxfords, but the little bustier, just switching things up and really just trying to find my style. So here's another picture just to give you an idea of just how many people are out there. And this isn't even like 2% of it. People were lining up at 4 a.m. and we were just camping out. But as a musician, it gives you an opportunity to meet new people, have jam sessions everywhere you turn, and just experience the camaraderie of being around a whole bunch of like-minded people. This picture was taken with some friends of mine, just vibing out. Again, we were out there all day long. I don't think they let us in till like maybe 12, I believe. Who knows? I don't know. Okay, so by now we have made it into the arena finally to do the auditions. I don't know if they do the auditions the same way because I know everything is like digital and over Zoom or whatever. But I know back then, the way that they did these auditions, they set up like 10 different partitions with 10 different producers. We would go to one producer, sing. If they like it, they'll send you to the next producer, sing. If they like it, then they'll send you back to start doing paperwork and the 500 personality questionnaire or whatever. So this next picture is just to show you how many people and where everything was set up, which is going to be in the middle. So I put this picture in here because I really wanted to humble myself and show the glow up. From the thin eyebrows to the purple lipstick, the almost there, almost not eyeshadow. It's just, now I was just learning how to do makeup, so I'll give myself credit there, but I really, really, really wish I just either did no makeup at all or did something else. But, we live and we learn, we get better. So that is my face for the day. And again, my mom keep taking pictures. Okay, so this was the day that I did the actual auditions for the celebrity judges, which was shown on TV. The judges this year were Jennifer Lopez, Harry Connick Jr., and Keith Urban. Now, let's get into this outfit. My lips were glitter lips, like I had purple lipstick and then I put a glitter on top of it, like loose glitter. And then I had pants to match it as well. I don't remember what came first. I believe the lips came first, but it's neither here nor there. Now, the wig was a synthetic wig, and I messed up and curled the wig, forgetting that it was synthetic. And I tried to curl my leave out to match it, and it just didn't do what it was supposed to do. And we had to wear the same thing twice for it to come back another day to do it. And on top of that, I ran into the door when I got my golden ticket, and I had everybody laughing. Oh my gosh, it was just quite an experience. I really hope they didn't show that on TV. I don't think they did, but whatever. Here is me when we first touched down for Hollywood Week. Now, this week, they did us dirty. You hear me? I mean dirty. When we got there, they first put us in this air hangar and then had random people sing. Like, you never knew when you were going to sing. And then they would put you on a bus, like 2 separate buses, and you did not know where the bus was going. One bus went to the airport, one bus went to the hotel. So you had to keep your stuff packed and with you. You can never unpack because you never knew what was going to happen. On this week, they had a lot of surprises, like I said, and when we found out that we made it, they had put us in 3 different rooms. This was at the end of Hollywood Week. They had put us in 3 different rooms, and we were in there for like an hour, and they did not tell us what was happening. They just had us sitting in there. And then they said, somebody's going to come in here and let you know what's going on. Either they're going to come in here and tell you that you are going home, or they're going to come in here and tell you that you are going to the next round. So everybody's trying to look around and see, okay, well, who's going? And our room made it. So that's me coming down the escalator, and my mom is screaming her lungs out. This is everybody at the Nokia Theater on the stage. This was also a great experience, just to experience that theater in itself. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful, so big, like 3 or 4 different balconies. It was an awesome experience. Now, remember I said that they did surprises every chance that they got. At this point in this picture, they realized, I believe, that they had too many people and they needed to cut it down more. So this particular round, we were there all night long and it was freezing cold in there. But we had the opportunity to meet one-on-one with the judges as like a close-up of a personal thing, and they just give us our props and let us know if we're either going to the next round or if we're going home, and just tell us what we can do better. I think there is a video of me, I gotta find it, but I think there is a video of me actually making it and them talking to me. So this was a cool experience as well. But okay, so remember I said I unintentionally became the girl with the sparkly lips. I had all the colors: red, purple, orange, black. I didn't get a chance to wear the black because I ain't make it that far, but I still had it. Now, a lot of people had a lot to say about it. Some people liked it. A lot of people did not, but it was my way of expressing myself. So I was really happy with it. But to see my name on different blog posts and tabloids and websites like Hulu and Times, it was just really interesting. I will say that I fell into the rabbit hole of reading the comments about myself, and it made me self-conscious about my glittery lips, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. Okay, so now we are in LA. I am now 16 years old, and we are the crew for the live episodes. We had such a great time. Some of us were minors, some of us were not, but we bonded over the fact that we were experiencing this moment together and just singing and being a musician, We also got the chance to get custom in-ears at this point. We went out for a couple of weeks to Burbank to do some stuff, and then we came back and then went back out for another 2 weeks to Terramana Resort, which I do not have pictures of. I gotta find, but whatever. As a 16-year-old, I enjoyed this experience. Because I was a minor, we weren't allowed to work all day, so we did half days, and then the other half we just went out and lived life and experienced LA. Got sushi, went to the mall in Burbank, and just really have fun. I enjoyed myself. I really did. But looking at this picture of myself as a 16-year-old, not really knowing what's ahead of me in life, I am so glad that I got the chance to experience something like that so young, knowing that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I talked to so many of the camera crew and the producers and just learned a lot about the ins and outs of what it takes to really be a celebrity in this world. So these are the Idol moms. I don't remember whose mom is whose, but I know my mom is at the end. This is all the moms with Chris Daughtry. I remember my mom had a crush on one of the bodyguards for Ryan Seacrest, but it was actually 2 of them. Girl, she had so many pictures of that man. Oh my gosh, it don't make no sense. I'm always so thankful for this experience because it really gave me the opportunity to see myself in my own dream, live action, like a manifestation coming true. And it put fire under me, really, and gave me opportunities like this. American Idol shot this commercial to promote the show coming on. And who did they put in their commercial? Me. And what day did they show this on? Super Bowl night. If you know about the Super Bowl, you know that it costs a lot. And it is very hard to get a slot on Super Bowl night. So to be shown during Super Bowl was freaking crazy, man. So crazy. Oh my gosh. I can put that on my resume a little bit. Now, I do not like my makeup. I do not like this orange glitter. Do not like this orange glitter. But that's neither here nor there. I'm still in the Super Bowl. All right, here's another look at Hollywood Week, but this is towards the end. This is the performance that got me to the live rounds. I will say, in my opinion, that this is my best performance on the show. Reason being, I was comfortable by then and I was able to really show them what I can do without doing too much, but doing enough to show them that I want to be there. I really wish that they really gave me a chance to show the different nuances of my voice, because I had so much more to me than just powerhouse vocals, but I didn't make it far enough. But it is what it is. I will say that being on this show showed me to really just live in my truth and just go out there and be you, because there's so many different voices, but everybody could sing in their own right. So it was hard to feel like, okay, am I going to make it? Am I not? I don't know. Will they like me? I don't know. Here's a look at the flyer and the promo that they made for me after I made it past that round, the previous picture that you just saw. Afterwards, they took us to the hallway and had this little photo shoot set up, and they had the wind blowing, and I really felt like I was Beyonce. I just really wish I had some type of my hair differently, because I really wanted it to flow different. But to have this as, a memory is awesome. So yeah, this is your girl. Before we did the live episodes, we flew out there to do some B-roll and do consultations with different people, like the makeup artist, which you see in this picture, as well as a stylist, a vocal coach, and Randy Jackson as well, which is really cool. These experiences were to prepare you for the tour if you made it to the top 10 overall. I wish that I did, because I love me a good glam team. So I really wish I could have got the moment to shine, because the pieces that they had in the stylist section was awesome. I love fashion. So I was shopping in there, honestly. I could not wait to make it to the tour. I have to mention, at this time, I am still in school, but I'm homeschool at this point. So I went to an online school called Georgia Connections Academy. What they did was send all the minors to a different room for a few hours to complete their schoolwork. Some people had paperwork sent with them, but for me, because I was going to school online, I just did the required hours for the day and then just went on about my business. So we still had the chance to do our schoolwork and shoot our scenes and do our B-roll and everything. And now we have reached the elimination round, which is the wild card round. In the beginning of the video, you saw that I had on the black and white tuxedo outfit. That was my first live performance. I did Wrong Side of a Love Song by Melanie Fiona. The judges said that I overshot the mark, or just did a little too much, which I can agree, but I think they set me up. And this is why. Hear me out. So they had us in this room. They had cameras on us, and they had all of these people lined up in a tunnel. They also had 500 people in the audience. If they called your name, you had to get up, run through this crowd of people, through the tunnel and everything, get on stage, and you got 10 seconds to set, and then you got to sing. I did not have time to rest myself or, center myself and prepare myself for what was about to come. So I was on this adrenaline high of all these people cheering me on. It was like my own concert. I don't know what I was on, but I should have had more time to focus, and I should have took more time to focus, but I didn't. At this point, I just knew for sure that I was going to get eliminated because of the comments that they were saying on the previous episode. So at this point, they had called us all up there, and of course, they had people vote on us, and I did not make that vote. I got eliminated, but I had the opportunity to hug J-Lo, and I know it's a lot of J-Lo slander going on right now, but I will say my girl puts on a show, and she smells so good. I know that's so weird, but she smells so good, and she sparkled. Like, she had this glitter type of thing going on, and her outfits ate down. I don't care what nobody say. So, talk about J-Lo all y'all want, but she do her thing. She do her thing. And that was my experience on season 13 of American Idol. Thank you guys so much for staying to the end of this video and going down memory lane with me. I hope that everybody that was on this season is doing well. If you are watching this video, if you have seen this season, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And thank you guys so much for your support over the years. If you have been following me since then, being a 15-year-old girl and having that experience to now being 27, I've learned a lot, experienced a lot, and it has, made me the woman that I am today and the artist that I am today. And so I hope that you guys follow my journey and see where I go next in this life. I hope that I make it big. Child, I almost forgot to mention, go listen to my album, The Lessons of Love. It is my debut album that I released a couple of years ago. I'm working on new music now, but if you like R&B and pop, you are definitely going to like this one. Okay, bye.